Okay, so welcome to the show, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Uh, Thank you for listening. Thanks for watching. Either way, if you're new to the pod, thank you for just tuning in, and hopefully you can be a regular listener. So that's all I could say. But I'm here to serve millions of lives weekly as I can for each week. Excuse me, I thought I was gonna drool when I was. But anyways, uh, I'm glad you're here. I'm here to serve millions of lives weekly as I can for each week, for each show as I can. It takes one show at a time to show up and do it consistently on a daily basis. Every week, every show as I can, every week, and every other day. So it's pretty much a consistent basis on whatever you're doing. Like that's what I'm doing right now, recording. I'm doing this on consistent. I've been consistent since the beginning, and I'll continue to do this as long as I can for I think for many years to come. So that's my plan, basically, and see how it turns out with the performance. So that's all I gotta say. So for today's pod, I want to talk about goals. Why setting goals is really important, and why that most people don't set goals right. Well, I think the reason why that most people don't set goals right is like they think they can do something, like they know how to do something, but it's not inspiration. And many people set a goal that they know what to do, but it's not really inspirational. It doesn't excite them. It doesn't scare them, you know? I gotta fix this. Hold on, I gotta fix this. Sorry. Anyways, I hope this now like this better. Anyways, what I was saying is I think that like many people get confused about goals. They don't really understand what goals really are. Like I think people think that goals are just to get. No, goals are to grow. If you want to be successful in life of anything, it doesn't matter what it is you want. I would say is, if you want to be successful, you're gonna have to reach a goal that you never reached before. That's something that really scares you. And it's like let me show you like where most people are at. Like most people think that like they're right here, right now. They want that, but they don't know how to do it because they don't have the money. Oh, I can't have it. It's like, well, forget the money. The question is, do you want it? Because the goal is up there. And when a person makes a decision, they do it and get their mind on this decision frequency, where they're at, where they want to be at. And if you want to be successful and act like a person, make a decision, stay yourself in that decision frequency, and stay on there. Don't let it go. As most people like to let it go, and those who say, "Oh, let it go," and it never happens. But the truth is, most people don't go after it. They don't, because people look at it and say, "Oh, what happens if I fail?" Well, you're gonna fail anyway. So what difference does it make? It's like, go do it. You know. And most people are afraid to set goals. I think people don't know how to set goals. Many people are taught in the wrong way about goals. They think that goals are just some some like hard thing to set. They're really not that hard to set. I think that most people think that goals they can get, they know how to get. That's not. I mean, I guess it's a side goal, I guess. But goals are to grow, not to get, to grow. Because you gotta have a target. What's your 30 days of target gonna be like? Is it gonna be this? What? Let's say like to take this podcast. Like for me, I want to start this podcast, but I know how I was gonna get the iPad and the microphones and the other stuff. But I saw myself doing the podcast, and I decided to, you know what, make the decision, and I saw myself doing that thing to reach me to that goal I've never done before. Did it scare me? Absolutely. Goals are to grow, not to get, to grow. I saw myself in this decision, or see myself from the 30 days that I set and beyond, and here I am. So you have to kind of like pick a target, pick a 30-day target, let's say, on anything. It doesn't matter if it's a book, it doesn't matter if it's a home you want, it doesn't matter what it is. a business, I don't care what it is. But you have to like set a goal that you've never done before. You have to kind of like think about like what kind of things I never done before that actually scares me, but excites me at the same time. Never done before that you never done before in your life. And many people look at goals like, oh, I can just buy an iPhone or something, or I'm gonna go do this. That's not they're not growing basically. You're what you're doing is just getting what you know what to get, and you do it, and you get to have the same result as you did last week, let's say. And that's not a that's you're not growing. Like um you gotta like get something that you really want you never like did before. Like you gotta like grow. Get that something that career, that's something that you never did before. So you see yourself mentally visualizing in your own mind uh that you always want it, but you don't know how. But that's okay. Most of us get all caught up about, oh, how are we gonna do this? What the help are we gonna do? Uh information are we gonna do? This and that. It's like, don't worry about that stuff. Don't worry about it. It'll come when it's supposed to come. And it's like we gotta like set our goals correctly, not wrong. Like most people set their goals like right there, know how to do. Forget that. Forget the old style of setting goals. Start focusing on the goals that you've never done before. Like go after the goals that excites you and scares you. Get you after your goals. Like get to like out of your comfort zone basically. It's pretty much get out of your own comfort zone, let's say. And the more you do it, the more that you'll eventually reach that goal that you'll reach uncomfortable situations in your life, uncomfortable feelings. It's gonna feel comfortable, but afterwards when you reach that goal, it's not gonna feel so much bad. It's like why was I feeling this way? Because you never done something before that you always wanted. Because for somehow and someone, I don't know what happened in your life exactly, but somehow and someone there's an idea that you always wanted to do, but somebody told you couldn't do something or you're busy. I don't know what it was, but now it's time to act. Like go after the something that you've never done before. Like build a company that you never done before. You always wanted to do something. If you see somebody doing that, that means you can do it. And many people tell you, oh, you can't do that. Why not? It's so hard. Well, I think it's, I think it's meant to be hard at times because it's hard, but you'll overcome it. Is everything life always easy? No, but it takes repetition of doing that. You gotta reach the goals how you want to, where do you see yourself going from 30 days from now? Like a month from now? Forget like next year. Where do you see yourself going from now to 30 days? Like, what do you see yourself doing? It may take you 3 months, it may take you 6 months, or maybe less. I don't know depends what the goal is. But you gotta set a goal that you've never done before. You never set before. It scares you, but it excites you at the same time. That's the point that I think that helps you to grow in life. I mean, it helps you become a better person. It helps you overcome the hardships of life, the uncomfortableness. Is it hard at first? Sure. But over time, you'll learn it and say, some point in your life, we'll say, this is a piece of cake. But it's supposed to be uncomfortable to go through at first. It's supposed to go through. That's what goals are. And people say, oh, you just get your standards. I don't know what that even means, but my own experiences, I think for me, I just set goals that help me that I've never done before. Like the little things and sometimes the big things, but I start with the little things first. And I recommend the little things first before the big things. And start with the little things that like you always wanted to, but like never really never done before, like scares you. And most people don't talk about that. They just give you all the standards, and it's like okay, it's like whatever that means. I don't even know what that means exactly, but I do know this. But if you set the goals correctly, It's like if you set a goal that you've never done before and you achieve that goal somehow, you don't know how you're gonna do it. That's the exciting part. That's the scary, exciting part. If it's building a company or go on a trip you never done before, or whatever the hell it is. I don't know what it is for you. It doesn't matter. Doesn't have to be a business goal, but it probably could be one of it. It's probably your top choices, I imagine. And it's like, go after it. It's like, forget what other people tell you. Like, oh, you can't do that. Why not? Oh, they're doing it. So it's like, if you see somebody doing sales, that means you can't do sales. Like, that's just more of like a limited belief. And it's like, forget that. It's like, go after something that you've never done before. Set a target, and you say in your mind, it's like, okay, I want to achieve that. I don't know how I'm going to do that. But, but, but over time, you'll figure out uh, how the steps you're going to overcome it by feeling uncomfortableness. And the more you do it, the more it's going to get comfortable. And you got to like set goals that you've never done before. And just something to really excite you. And most people don't tell you this because they don't know. But I heard it from heard it on other successful people on YouTube and podcasts. As I heard and studied, it's like that works better than standards. I don't know what standards even mean, honestly. What's that mean? It's like you don't get what you want. It's like I don't know what that even means, but whatever. But I like setting goals that I never done before. That's the exciting part. Something to get like out of your own way, out of your own ego, basically, and done something that you've never done before in your entire life. It doesn't matter what age you are. It doesn't matter what culture you come from. It doesn't matter uh, what happened to you or what hasn't happened. It doesn't matter. That's in the past. I don't care about that. It matters that you're setting a goal that you never done before. That you never done, but you always wanted to. But you gotta see yourself that 30-day target. Like you want to see myself this or this, but I'm not gonna do it. But that's the exciting adventure part. Life should be an adventure of of uh of surprises and opportunities that we probably don't expect, and something to just really help you go to the next level of your life. I don't know what it is for you, but whatever you keep doing, you just keep on doing it. Eventually, you'll get the opportunities, the help, the whatever. Basically, I don't know what it is, but eventually you'll get up there. And it's just something to really go after that you never done before. And go after it. Just go after the goals that you've never done before. Go after it. It excites you. If it's a goal that you've never done before, if it excites you and scares you at the same time, it probably tells you that you're growing. Probably not right away, but over time you'll do it more. The more you do it, the more you'll grow. And it's like for me, I want to grow. It's like set excuse me, thing targets of the 30 days of my life of the goal I want, the target I want for the thing I want. That I'm never aiming for. It should scare you and excite you at the same time for the target. And once you get it, but you want to grow even more. And goals are not to get. I think goals are to grow from your current, I don't know, life, let's say, and just grow because you should be happy, but you should never be satisfied. It's like you always wanted to grow. There's inside of you, something tells inside of you that you just want to grow. You just want to grow whatever it is. Every area of your life. You just want to grow and pick a goal that you've never done before and just stick to it. Like a laser focus, like you're focused on it. It doesn't matter what's happening in your life, it doesn't matter what kind of distractions is happening. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what people try to convince you, say you can't do that. It doesn't matter. Don't listen to that. Just focus on a target that you've never done before and go after it. It's gonna feel uncomfortable at times. Believe me, it will. Trust me, it will feel uncomfortable. And you don't know what it's gonna be like at first, but over time you will learn and grow from it. And that's the exciting part. That's the adventure part of it. Life should be an adventure, not a game. I don't agree with that life's a game. It's like you hear these like some of these people on YouTube where it's like life's a game. It's like, is it? Or it's just or is it should be an adventure. And it's like forget a game. It's like it should be an adventure of the things you learn, the things that you went through to become a better person for the rest of your life. So it is something to be to just to go after that thing you want. I don't know what it is for you, but if it's something that scares you, excites you, go after it. I don't care what other people tell you. I don't care. I don't care what people on social media try to tell you. Oh, you can't get what you want. It's like the truth is you can. And like you see other people doing content and doing podcasts and other things. If they can do it, you can do it. And people say, "Oh, you can't do it." It's like the truth is you can. It's like you've been told by somebody that you can't do it by some baloney idea that oh you can't do it. The truth is you can't. And most people act like they live in a limited world, like a limited belief world. If you believe that, that'll come your reality, your own life. But I don't believe that nonsense. Don't believe that. And it's like you gotta focus on that something that you never done before. Like I said, goals are to grow, not to get. And it's true. I think that's true for me. And I think that's true for somebody who's watching or listening, who's been there, who's done that. Hasn't it always been easy? No. But is it worth putting yourself in those uncomfortable situations to grow, to go to the next level? Absolutely. There's no question about that. It's something to just to be excited, just to scares you at the same time. It's like I think that's why uh, I think that's why so many people are searching for purpose. Like, what's my purpose, or what's my thing? Because you always hear about it. It's true. It's like that's if you have a purpose, that's why you get out of bed every morning. That's why I think. I mean, I don't think you like. I don't think that you find your purpose. I think you discover your purpose. I think you find it inside of you that you want, always wanted to do. Or maybe you like it, I guess. But somehow eventually you just do it, or something you've never done before. I don't know what it is. But it goes. That's why it's that's why that's why people are trying to discover their purpose or even find their purpose. I think you just discover by over time. I don't think you find it in just one day. You just discover say, "Hey, I'm gonna be this." Like I don't think it works that way. Maybe, maybe you have a clear vision. Great, in one day, but it's unlikely like that. So, but no, you just have to kind of like uh, you have to like go after something that you never done before. All the great leaders and all the successful people have set a target, but they don't know, how they're gonna get there. Like take like Mr. Beast for example. The guy's like one of the kings of YouTube. And do you think that he expected this kind of success? Probably not. In his early days of YouTube, probably not. He didn't think that. If somebody told him, "Hey, you're gonna be one of the biggest YouTubers of all time," he'll probably laugh at you. But now he's one of the most successful people on YouTube, and he's the king of YouTube, and it's incredible. He set a goal, and somehow he did that. He made videos, and he got bigger and better, and more performed, and hired teams, and all that great stuff. And eventually, we're like where he is today. He's one of the biggest YouTubers. I think he makes more money than an actor in Hollywood. I think seriously, the guy is so like the king of YouTube. He's more famous than a actor. I think. I think that's true, and I'm probably right. So, but he set a goal. I'm sure he never done before, and look where he is today. Millions of subscribers, millions of dollars, fame, doing so much good in the world. just doing everything he wants to do. And he set a goal, but I'm sure he didn't know how he was going to do it at first in the beginning, of course, at times, but eventually he did. And he's so successful. And it's so successful. It's like people like him. It's incredible how like you can like look at it and think about it. It's like, wow, it's incredible. If you think about it, it's like he does something then he didn't know how to do it, and look where he is today. Multi-billionaire. I think he's a billionaire, I guess, or maybe he's the first billionaire YouTube. I'm not quite sure, but he's up there, really up there. So it's just something to go after. Go after a goal that you never done before. Go after it. It's like go after it that you never done before. The goals, if it's a business career, if it's a sales career, if it's streaming career, whatever it is, I don't care what it is. Go after it. If it scares you, go after it. Set a goal and go after it. And you'll get the help and the ideas along with the ride, of course. You will. Don't worry about that. It'll supposed to come. It's supposed to come. So it's just something to really just to think about and go after it. Like it's like ask yourselves, like, what does this really want to do? It's like don't ask your next door neighbor, don't ask your brother or your sibling or whoever, because they don't know, because they're not you. So you might as well listen to your heart, listen to your intuition, and go after it. Go after it that you've never done before. That's the exciting part. So, just something to go after that you never done before. And I think it's just incredible how you just can like, go after it. It's like in depth and talk about it and just go after it. And that's what I'm doing each day. And I'm not a full product like everybody else. I want to grow, I want to get better and better. And for this podcast, for example, for me personally, I want this podcast to grow and grow and grow. I want to reach more people by listening, by watching, by YouTube or Spotify or Instagram, or even whatever you get your podcasts. I want everybody to get this podcast and help them achieve their goals. To help them to have a better life. I'm not here to just to chit chat and mumble around or whatever. I'm here to do this. This is my calling. And I'm here every week and every show as I can to grow as a person, as a podcaster, and beyond, to help this grow, to help everybody grow, and help everybody win. That's the exciting part. And I want this podcast to be in everybody's hands. That's my goal. And I want everybody to listen to this podcast. And that's my goal. That's my vision. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but that's my goal somehow. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I just keep on doing it and being consistent, basically. So, excuse me. So it's just something just to go after. That's what I'm going after, just to reach every person in the world, just to listen to this podcast or watch this. That's my vision. That's my goal. That's why I'm doing this. That's my purpose. That's my calling, my inner calling. And go after the goals that you never done before. It doesn't matter what the people tell you. It doesn't matter what the world tries to convince you. The world doesn't care. It doesn't matter. It matters what your calling is, and just go after it. Go after it like the goals that you've never done before. So go after it, and if it excites you or excites you at the same time, that means you're growing somehow. So it tells you you're growing. I think, in my own personal experience. So just go after it. Go after it. This is my vision for the next beyond for many years to come. So I'm just getting started. Doesn't mean I'm ending. No way. And I don't recommend you just stopping and say, "Oh, he did that. I can do it." The truth is, you can. It's not true. You can. You just have to be very clear about your vision and goals and lifestyle. So, and I'm just getting started. So that's the exciting part. So, yeah. So I'm only just getting started as right now. So that's all I gotta say. So thanks for tuning in, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for all of it. I'm so grateful that you just tuned into the podcast. By what I was gonna was about to say something. Anyways, but by watching or listening, and I'm here to serve them as weekly as I can each week, every show as I can. So that's it for today. So thank you for tuning in. Thanks for watching. And share this pod to a friend who needs it. And I'll talk to you soon. So take care. I'll talk to you next one. Take care. Thank you.